Imagine asking your child to do one simple thing. Once, twice, 3 times. Nothing. Your patience begins to disappear. Your voice gets louder. And in that moment, you convince yourself that your child is simply refusing to listen. But what if that's not what's happening at all? What if your child heard every single word, but their brain couldn't respond the way you expected? Psychology reveals a surprising answer, and it might completely change the way you see your child. Let's discover what's really happening inside a child's mind. Meet Adam. He's 6 years old. Every morning before school, his mother asks him to put away his toys. Adam, it's time to get ready. He doesn't move. She repeats herself. Still nothing. By the third time, she feels frustrated. To her, it looks like Adam is choosing to ignore her. Maybe you've experienced a moment like this, or maybe you've seen it happen in another family. At first, it seems obvious. The child heard the instruction, but decided not to listen. That's what most adults believe. But psychology tells a different story. Young children's brains are still under construction. The part of the brain responsible for self-control, attention, and switching from one task to another is still developing. Imagine reading your favorite book when someone suddenly asks you to stop in the middle of the most exciting chapter. For a moment, your brain resists the change. Now imagine being only 6 years old, with a brain that hasn't fully learned how to make that switch. Sometimes, what looks like disobedience is actually a child struggling to move their attention from one world into another. And that's only the beginning. Because this isn't the only reason children seem to never listen. So, if children aren't always refusing to listen, then why does it happen so often? Psychologists have found several common reasons. The first is attention, but not the kind you might think. Many children would rather receive negative attention than no attention at all. Imagine a child playing quietly for 30 minutes. Nobody notices. Then, he throws a toy across the room. Within seconds, everyone is looking at him. Without realizing it, the child learns something. Bad behavior gets attention. The second reason is emotional overload. Children experience big emotions, but they don't yet have big emotional skills. After a difficult day at school or an argument with a friend, their minds can become overwhelmed. When emotions take over, listening becomes much harder. The third reason is too many instructions. Imagine someone telling you, answer your emails, wash the dishes, call your friend, clean your room, and leave the house, all at the same time. Most adults would feel overwhelmed. Now imagine asking a 6-year-old to process all of that. Their brain doesn't know where to begin. Sometimes they do nothing at all. Not because they're lazy, but because they're overloaded. And then there's something many parents misunderstand. As children grow, they begin discovering something powerful: their own independence. When a child says, no, it isn't always an act of defiance. Sometimes, it's their first attempt to make their own choices. It's part of learning who they are. That doesn't mean every behavior should be accepted, but it does mean every behavior has a reason. And once we understand the reason, our response can completely change. So, if shouting isn't the answer, what actually helps? Psychology has an answer for that too. The good news is, there's a better way. Instead of repeating the same instruction louder, try changing the way you communicate. First, get down to your child's eye level. When you speak face-to-face, you gain their attention before asking for it. Second, give one simple instruction at a time. Instead of saying, clean your room, brush your teeth, put your shoes on, and hurry up, simply say, please put your toys in the box. One clear instruction is much easier for a young brain to process. Third, be patient. Children often need a few extra seconds to switch their attention. Silence doesn't always mean they're ignoring you. Sometimes, their brain is simply catching up. And finally, notice the moments when they do listen. A simple, thank you for listening, or I'm proud of you, can be far more powerful than constant criticism. Psychology shows that children learn best when they feel safe, understood, and emotionally connected. This doesn't mean children should never hear the word no. Healthy boundaries are essential, but boundaries become more effective when they're paired with calmness, consistency, and connection. The next time your child doesn't respond, pause for a moment. Instead of asking, "Why won't my child listen?" try asking, "What might my child be struggling with right now?" That single question can change the way you react. And it can change the way your child grows. Because the goal isn't to raise a child who obeys out of fear. The goal is to raise a child who learns, who trusts, and who feels safe enough to listen. Sometimes, understanding your child is the first step to being truly heard by them. Every behavior has a reason. Every emotion has a story. The more we understand children, the better we guide them.